No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 54. Dixie, Lakeland, 3 Islands National Park, 1:27 p.m. Thank you all for waiting, Mama Pie said from a nest high atop the eucalyptus tree. Both Cheeky and Jerald were rather done in, what with their up at the crack of dawn start to the day and all the excitement, both good and bad. Diamonds, eh? She added. I hear those can come in handy for humans. Oh, please, Lizzie replied. You didn't delay us one bit. Ed and I are literally headed home, and until we get back to Dixie, there's not much we can do directly. You need to take care of yourself and those 2 youngsters. You take all the time you need. Do you hear? Yes, Mama Pie said. Thank you. Now, catch me up to speed. Cheeky was telling me that the 3 of you traveled quite a distance in hopes of finding some friend of Balloony's, the good counterpart to this evil Brency. Well, that's one way of looking at it, Brency chuckled. And yes, that's true in its essence. We're trying to find and communicate with the incredible Dr. Pilotre de Rosier. He's the man who invented and developed my kind, and we're hoping to enlist him in the battle against Brency. Problem is, we haven't been able to contact him, yet at least. That's why we drove to Cooktown, Ed said. Our dear friend Karen works in the library there, and we hope to enlist her help in finding Balloony's friend, Dr. Rosier, using the computer network. Like us, her initial reaction to meeting Balloony was shock, but once she got over that, she jumped right in and made some progress. Problem is, we haven't heard from her, so we don't know how much progress, and to make matters worse, the man we're trying to contact is in France, and it's 8 hours earlier there than it is here. You lost me on a few of those, Mama Pie said. I don't know what a computer is, and I've no idea what France is, nor what you mean by it being 8 hours earlier there, but I'm with you on having been shocked by the existence of Balloony and wanting to help it. Cheeky and Jerald had mentioned Balloony to me before, but I thought they were just being children and letting their imaginations run wild. So much for me being the wise parent, eh? Not a bit, Mama Pie, Lizzie replied. It's very hard to accept the mere existence of something you've never seen, never heard of, and whose very existence runs contrary to everything you've ever seen, heard, or been taught. I can't tell you how shocked Edwin and I when Balloony spoke to us, though part of that was your own fault, wasn't it, Big B? Well, Balloony said to Lizzie, its voice trilling laughter, balloons got to have a bit of fun, especially in the face of danger. I may have pranked poor Lizzie and Edward when Jerald introduced us, Mama Pie. But once we got down to business, they've both proven themselves wonderful friends who'll go far out of their way to help a stranger. Simply marvelous. Oh, stop, Lizzie said dismissively. Your cause is just, and you've proven yourself to be an incredible friend, despite your touch of inappropriate humor. In any case, we're hoping that our friend Karen will connect us with Big B's friend Rosier, and we'll learn the best way to keep Balloony, Dixie, and all of Australia safe from this terrible Brency. Problem is, we can't progress until we hear from Rosier, and we don't even know if the message we sent will get to him. Since he's in France, even if the message is sitting and waiting for him, he likely won't see it until another 3 hours or so. Unlike Balloony here, we have to use machines to communicate long distance. We have email at home, but living so remotely, our computer network is practically worthless. Computers are the best machines for contacting Rosier. That's why we drove to Cooktown, to use their library's computer. But because it's New Year's Eve, the library closes in half an hour. Bit of a catch-22. Sorry, Mama Pie replied. I'm not understanding the details that you're telling me. I'm in. I do know that. Balloony is a very good friend to Cheeky and Jerald, and you know what they say about friends. A friend in need is a friend indeed, Ed asked. Oh, Mama Pie replied. I like that, but no. I was thinking good friends are hard to come by. Thank you all, Balloony said, and if it's all right with you, I'd like to check in with Karen and see if she's heard anything from either ResearchGate or Rosie. What time is it? Lizzie asked as she checked the Land Cruiser's clock. 1:31. Guess there's no harm in asking, right? Go ahead, Balloony, she said lightly before adding, but don't, in a serious tone. Sorry, Balloony replied. I'm confused. Do or don't contact her. Oh, go ahead and contact her, Lizzie said with a smile. But no pranks, not this time. Yes, ma'am, no pranks.